Well, that JT Barrett topic is where we're going to start going campus to campus, checking in with the experts to figure out what's really happening. We call it Around the Big Ten, and we begin in Columbus. Tim May is good enough to join us now. Tim, describe for me, what's the talk been like in Columbus this week about JT Barrett?
Well, it's been sort of a carryover of what's been going on before. You know, people sort of like get their opinions and they sort of stick with them, I guess. But, you know, I think they're forgetting the fact that this guy is now the most touchdown-producing player in Big Ten history. Just passed Drew Brees last week, you know, with his three, moved him to 107 and touchdowns responsible for either running or throwing. And, you know, of course, then this week we were talking about, I did a story on Ohio State finding itself maybe built to run the run-pass option play a lot more. Urban Meyer wants to see that. And Kevin Wilson described JT Barrett as a solid, adequate passer and a solid, adequate runner, you know. And, you know, people look at one of those words and not the other and run with it, so to speak. So, you know, I'm not sure, unless JT Barrett wins the national championship, I'm not sure he's going to satisfy everybody here.
Speaking of running the ball, Mike Weber is your Big Ten Freshman of the Year last year. Didn't play in the first game. Only 4 carries last week, only 3 the week before. What should we expect from him this week?
They're still bringing him along slowly because he had a hamstring strain that they don't want to aggravate that any more than they have to. And then number 2, yeah, you just pointed out he was a Freshman of the Year last year. Well, you know, J.K. Dobbins has been the Freshman of the Week in 2 of the first 3 weeks. So they think they've got a very adequate man there in that spot, whether Mike Weber comes on or not. I mean, I've got a story in our Friday paper talking about the fact of, you know, Urban Meyer would like to see maybe a 2-back offense when Mike Weber really gets back full time and full strength, because obviously J.K. Dobbins isn't going anywhere on the depth chart now that he's rushed for, 425 yards in his first 3 games. So, you know, this offense could be evolving as we speak.
Tim, thanks.